In the last video, we discussed about why we need to forgive our narcissistic parents and family members, right? We discussed some 4 pointers. In this video, I want to again talk about how we can do that. How is very important. We now know why, but how to do it, because it's actually a difficult thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of changes in you. What are these changes? Mostly mindset changes. The first point that I want to talk about, that I've mentioned before also in some of my other videos, is about understanding that your parents were used as surrogates by the divine. Okay, you are actually a divine seed, you're a divine child who had to be born in this realm on planet Earth. And how is that going to happen unless you come through humans themselves? So divine had used your parents and given birth, delivered to you on earth through your parents. You have to understand that yes, they are your biological parents, but don't hold them accountable for the things that they have done, because they were supposed to do that. They were supposed to do that. They had to play this particular role in their own life. Okay, so that's the first point, basically, that you have to come to this space, come to this very broad understanding of life. Zoom out, really zoom out and try to understand that a lot of times you as a soul is much more older than your parents yourself. Your soul might be very, very old. Biologically on earth, your age might be very lesser than your parents, but as a soul you might be a very old person. And that is why a lot of times your parents, your family might not be able to understand you. They might not be able to understand from where you're coming, where are you going. You have to come into this acceptance and understanding about yourself, that you are a divine seed, you are a divine child, and God is going to take over your life now. From this point onwards, when you've awakened and you've surrendered to God, and you have actually considered the whole surrogacy process, and you know that now God is going to take over your life, please surrender and see the whole changes happening. God actually is going to take care of you once you surrender, and He's going to take over your life. Okay, so that is the first point. The second point is about your destiny. These points are all connected actually. I'm just keeping it separate for our clear understanding. But you have to know that you would have not become this person, this strong person, unless these kind of elements were there in your life, unless you were born in this kind of a family. Your destiny was already written, already thought through before you were even born on this earth. Everybody's destiny is already written. That is how we come to know slowly from birth charts, from other things. Things were already planned. And if you were given narcissistic parents, if you were born into a toxic family with a lot of difficult situations, like a lot of problems, then your destiny was this, to overcome all of it and become who you are today, to become a strong person. It couldn't have been another way. It had to be this way. You had to have a very intense life with a lot of transformations again and again, over and over again, a lot of births and deaths, constantly seeing yourself change, rise as a phoenix, then again change, again see a part of yourself die, and again rise up. All these transformations had to happen in your life finally to see this particular version of yourself, to see yourself heal so much. All that is not possible for a regular person. A lot of times you will notice that children who come from regular normal families where everything is provided, everything is given to them, they sort of don't achieve so much. They have a pretty mundane life, a regular life, with the regular things that people do. I'm not saying it's good or bad or anything, but everybody comes with a different purpose, a different life path. Their life path is to have a regular life with less struggles, with less transformations, sail through and leave, because that is what they have chosen. That is how their karma has played out in this life, and which is okay. But some of us are not like that. Some of us have come with a lot of intensity, Our lives are going to be intense. Our lives are going to have a lot of transformations. It's bound to happen that way. And if you were given such a family, if you were given these kind of intense situations in your childhood itself, then you know that your life is not going to be a mundane regular life. It's going to be a different kind of life. So you just have to understand that your parents were playing a part in it. Your parents were playing a certain role in your life, and leave it at that and not blame them for what they did. Just know that it's all a game. It's all a game. They were playing a certain part. It's like a certain role that they decide, right? Before your birth itself, they decide this role that they're going to play this particular character in your life, because that is what is going to make you that. It's again part of your past karma and everything. The person who is playing the narcissist in your life has to do that because of their karma. So it is all related, and you have to just let it be and know that okay, they were playing a part. You're over it now, and just forgive it and move on, sort of. It's look at it like an act that they had to play in real life, for real, like directed by God. And the third point that I would like to elaborate on is understand that whatever they did is because they were really unhealed. People who hurt someone, who become narcissist people, ultimately who are they? They are people who are really hurt. Hurt people. No one is born a narcissist, right? No one is coming out of their mother's womb a narcissist. The world makes them that. They go through a lot of things themselves. The person who has abused you, tormented you, that person would have gone through their own share of issues. Like I discussed in the previous video, people who've not gotten a chance to look at themselves later on in their life, people who've not gotten a chance to heal themselves, to explore their desires, to ever connect with themselves, to ever forgive themselves, to ever forgive others. They are the ones who become narcissists, who've not gotten a chance to even heal themselves, who don't want to heal themselves, who've gotten stuck in their ego, now only want to punish people, now only want to dictate other people and their lives. Those are the people who become narcissists. So please understand that your parents or whoever has inflicted pain upon you, they had actually gone through similar stuff themselves. They were punished. You will also notice this example, like a lot of people who are bullying in school, in colleges, the big bullies who come and throw around things and intimidate the weaker ones, the scared ones. Those bullies are getting beaten at home. Those bullies are getting bullied big time at home, which is why they are so mad, they are so angry that they take out their anger out in school, out in their colleges. That is the real truth. Ask those bullies, try to find out a little bit about their personal life, what's happening at home, and you'll come to know that yes, a lot of bad shit is going on in their house actually. They might be getting thrashed at home, which is why they are doing the same thing outside and trying to act like a big bully, a big dad over here, because they are not able to do that at home. They don't know where to take their anger out. That is the whole thing. Basically, the third point is about showing sympathy and empathy to your parents and to those people, because they come from a very bad situation. They come from a very hurt place, a very, very damaged space, and that is why they did what they did to you. I mean, think for yourself. Somebody who will do a lot of shadow work, who will heal themselves completely, who will work on themselves a lot every day, do all the kind of shadow work, they will not remain in that vibration anymore to hurt anyone or speak ill of anybody. They will not remain in that frequency only anymore. They will not feel like inflicting pain on anybody, let alone like nobody. They will completely rise up to a different space. So it is not possible for them to hurt anyone. So it's as simple as that. Only hurt people. As long as you are feeling hurt, you are feeling pain, you are going to want to give it to another person. What are you going to do with that pain in your body, in all over your emotional body? You're going to feel that pain every day. What are you going to do? You're going to sit there and smile? No, right? You're going to want to give it to someone. And who are you going to give it to? Somebody who's right next to you, somebody who's in the house, who you see every day, who might be a little weak, the weaker one, who's not going to say anything back to you, who you can easily dominate, who you can easily give a couple of slaps and get away with, right? That is what you're going to pick. You're going to pick that person. So that is what they do. They are not going to be able to sit there, smile, be happy, take it easy in life, say a couple of nice things to someone. They're not going to be able to do that because they are deeply in pain. They're deeply in unhealed frustration and a lot of bad energy in their body, which has not left their vessel, which is constantly rotating in their body, in their head, in their heart, in their stomach, which is giving them all kinds of illness, the bitterness that they have held on to for years and years and years, decades even, that has converted into cancer. Cancerous cells have started growing in their body. All kinds of diseases start happening to them. They start looking like zombies. They start looking like very sick people. The flesh starts decaying from within. It actually happens if they keep that negative energy, if they hold on to grudges for decades. It starts melting away, like the muscles and stuff. It starts decaying from within. They start looking like demons. They start looking like zombies. People start looking very ill because of that negative energy. It starts killing you from within. And when all of that is happening, what's going to happen? Aren't they going to feel jealous when somebody pretty is standing next to them? They're going to feel absolutely annoyed, very, very frustrated, very, very angry at somebody doing well, someone doing whatever, because they are not able to. They're not able to do it. They want to, but they never took the right actions at the right time when they were supposed to. So now what are they going to do? What are they left with? They are left with the bickering. They are left with the very, very bad energy, and they have transformed into narcissist people, almost like very evil people, because that energy has taken over their body. Okay, that is why just understand where they're coming from and just have empathy for them, empathy and compassion from them from a distance. If you're not able to go too close and it's getting very, very ugly around them, it is bound to get very, very ugly around them. When you go close, it's going to be very sad for you. Okay, so if you're maintaining some amount of distance and you're trying to handle that energy somehow because of the distance, send compassion through distance. Just forgive them with the distance itself, and send them healing energy and prayers if possible, and just forgive them at a distance. And this is all you can do. These are a few ways how you can forgive them. These are a few techniques that you can adopt and start working on the forgiveness part if you've not been able to do that so far. And make sure you do it enough where you genuinely forgive. It's going to take a couple of years maybe, but not like, okay, I've done it, but it's still there. I don't know, I'm not sure if I've forgiven enough or not. That process will go on for a couple of years, and you will finally reach a point where you genuinely will forget and forgive everything, and very less portions of it will remain in your body.